Hey everyone, it's Michael Fair from FilmFestivalCircuit.com and director of the Austin Comedy Film Festival. We've got an event coming up, our first one of the year, spring 2023. Is it really 2023? We started this thing back in 2015 and have been screening multiple times a year. So a lot of history to the Austin Comedy Film Festival, screening all types of comedy you can think of: dark comedy, romantic comedy, um, mockumentary films, comedy series episodes, funny music videos, just all kinds of things with the intention of pretty much, hey, let's make you laugh. And we're joined today by Steve Melone. Hey, Steve.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming. Your film Canned is nominated for the Best Mockumentary Film Award. So congrats for that. We are looking forward to screening it. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Looking forward to talking to you.
When I give away the synopsis of a film, I usually say way too much. So I'm going to let you take it away for me. What is Canned about?
Canned is a mockumentary comedy about the last group of canned laughter artists in television and show business, and they're led by an eccentric, you might say, unhinged vocal coach who is ushering through this sort of small collapse. And it's just a group of basically four people. But he's the leader, and he's kind of, overseeing this journey of them kind of dealing with this bad news that they are going to be canned.
Well, what inspired you to make this?
um, well, the initial idea was working. I work in television, largely in news. When I was starting in that career, years ago, this was like 2014. I was working an overnight shift, and I was like basically like half conscious, and I was, I think Good Times was on or something at like 3 in the morning, and I was like just going in and out of, again, consciousness, and had this silly idea of what if the people behind those laughs were doing that for a living. So I kind of ran with that over, and slowly chipped away at it over like years. And it was initially just like a silly idea that seemed like almost like a sketch, and then it kind of got bigger and bigger. Um, and yeah, and then it became this group of characters in this movie.
Characters. That goes to my next question. This is a fun group of actors. How did you find them? Did you just flip open the Rolodex and call people you knew, or did you do like an actual casting call?
We did a little mix. So I made a couple little short sketches before this, and a lot of us from where I went to Montclair State University in New Jersey. We have a big film community that we stay in touch after, graduating 7, 8 years ago, and a lot of us help each other on our projects, act in them. So some people were on the project, on past projects, and I asked them to come on this one because I thought they'd be great for the role. Some I'd worked on in other films, and had been on the team and the production team for other films, just knew they'd be good for the role. A lot of people were casted using Backstage, and the lead actor, who did such a great job, as did everybody. He was actually a recommendation from a friend who acts in the film as well, that I had known for years. So her name's Morgan Vasquez. I owe her a lot. She recommended Phil Casal, who's the lead actor who plays Sherman Kinsley, and yeah, so a hodgepodge for sure.
All right, man. Looks like just going through some of these photos. Looks like a fun time, but with all those fun times with every project, I feel like there's a little bit of film school and everything you work on. Is there anything that you learned doing this production?
Yeah, I was definitely. It's a pretty advantageous movie in terms of how much we covered, and I
Mm.
think in the beginning, because we have a lot of locations for a short film, and it's a 30-minute short film, which some people recommended to go shorter, but like, we cut it from 45 to 30. Um, but I think the thing that I learned the most was to pace yourself. I think initially when we started the production, I tried to do too much too soon, and we ran into a couple issues with that. Some of them, like locations flooding, and a couple different things, but definitely we had to end up pacing ourselves because of COVID as well. And it made the film so much better instead of
Mm.
trying to rush things along, which some people don't always have the ability to do that, but because we got to pace ourselves over 5 different weekends over about a year and a half, it made the film a lot better.
Oh wow, yeah, that's a lot of work you put into this. It's like making a feature, and the quality, the production quality is great. The judges really enjoyed your film, and we were hoping to be a part of a series that something else would come up out of it, but it looks like you really made something special.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So what do you have next? What's going on?
So we are, well, speaking of series, we are considering like maybe fleshing this out into something that would be more episodic, kind of like a mini series kind of idea, and broadening it out beyond just canned laughter, but post-production audio things. So we're including canned laughter. So that's something we're kind of working on, and I have a couple outlines for a feature or features I'm working on. One in particular though. So we'll see. But yeah, projects down the line for sure.
All right. Good stuff. Well, hey, I appreciate your time. Is there anything else you want to add before we go?
Yeah, thanks to the judges for I'm glad they liked the film. We're in the festival. We're really excited. And just shout out to the production crew and casting crew for Canned. Everyone, it was such a huge team effort, obviously, as all films are, and everyone brought their silly ideas, their funny ideas, their smart ideas, of all kinds, and it made the film better. So it was really a really great team effort, and I have to just thank everybody who was involved for sure.
All right. Well, we'll put your contact details in the description of the video. I have your Instagram profile and the Seed and Spark website where you have some updates on there.
Yes.
Is there any other way for people to contact you? I don't want to put email out because you'll get a lot of spam, but
our Instagram is Canned the Movie. We actually have a website now called risiblefilms.com. So it's RISIBLEFILMS.com. You can check on there. And then we have a Facebook page, facebook.com/Canned the Movie. Those are our biggest three. Yeah.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Appreciate you joining me. Have a good one.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Take care.